Hey there, it's Stacy with Home Organized Tribe, and I'm back with another 2-minute tidy tip. This week, our theme has been decluttering for life changes. Because as life changes, so should the things that we keep in our home. And this is really big. So today is tip number 61, and it's the second part of this theme. So you can go back and watch episode number 60 if this resonates with you. In the last episode, we talked about reclaiming your space in your home and after becoming an empty nester. Today, we're talking a little bit more about downsizing, moving, retiring, or if you're just really ready for a fresh start, even if you're not an empty nester yet. So, if your home is filled with things that no longer fit your lifestyle, it's time to declutter with a purpose and intention. So, let's go. Today, I've got 3 things that I want to go over with you under this concept. And number 1 is shift your mindset. Downsizing isn't about losing space, it's about gaining freedom. The less you have, the less you have to clean, organize, and stress over. This is so big. So I want you to ask yourself these 3 questions to help you shift your mindset. Does this item add value to my current life? Am I keeping it just because I feel guilty getting rid of it? And last, would I buy this again today if I didn't already own it? So I encourage you to write down those 3 questions and really ask yourself those before you start this project and kind of either jot it down or answer to yourself. Okay, number 2, start with the easy stuff. All too often, people go right to the most sentimental items, something that you know is going to be tough for you if you've lost a loved one or something. Don't go to that. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself by tackling everything at once. So I want you to start with the things that are easiest to let go. And that might be difficult to really decide, but stop and think about this before you jump in and tackle a project. Okay, so think about the easiest things I think people, can kind of jump in with is duplicate kitchen items, right? Too many mugs, too many sets of dishes, things like that, right? So outdated decor, excess linens. When we have too much of stuff, it's easier to get rid of some because it's not like you're getting rid of everything. And those necessarily aren't the sentimental items, right? What about clothes you never wear? Books you'll never read again? How about paperwork? You might be hanging on to paperwork from, 10 years ago. Why are we holding on to this? And if, you've got any of those files and they're not serving a purpose anymore, it's time to shred it, get rid of it, right? Bless and release. All right, number 3, keep only the best of the best. If you're struggling to let go, set a limit on how much you can keep. Now, an example that I did with this is each of my girls has a keepsake box. And inside the box, I know will go the items from their childhood or when they were a baby to be able to give to them when they become moms, right? And so I have a set box that I wanted what I keep to go in there. And that helped me make decisions on what to keep and what to let go because I didn't want to hang on to big, bulky things. You can take pictures of those things and bless and release them. So instead of keeping, every dish set, keep the ones that you love and use the most. Instead of stacks of old, photo albums, pick the best pictures from those albums, create a digital archive or a memory book of those favorite pictures. If you're holding on to heirlooms, choose a few meaningful pieces instead of keeping boxes and boxes of forgotten items. Those aren't really serving you a purpose if you don't utilize them, if you can't see them, right? And all too often, we all have, a garage, an attic, a basement, closets full of stuff that we never even go and look at. So why keep all that shoved in there? It's serving no purpose, right? Okay. So I've given you a lot to think about today. So that's it for tip number 61. Downsizing doesn't have to feel overwhelming when you declutter with a purpose. And remember that. So here's what you're going to do next. First, I want you to pick one area of the home, like a closet, kitchen, office, and start with one area in that room. Second, use the mindset shifts we talked about to release what no longer serves you. And the last part, remember, is to set a limit. Keep only what truly matters to you in this next chapter of your life. If you need help making these tough decisions, check out my step-by-step program, From Clutter to Cherished, Transform Your Family Treasures. I will walk you through exactly how to declutter keepsakes, childhood mementos, and inherited items without guilt. right? Because I know sometimes that's weighing so heavy on us. So click the link in the description below if you want to check out more on this program. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that these tips are helping you start to slowly tackle the clutter that's probably feeling very overwhelmed. So be sure to subscribe so you never miss a 2-minute tidy tip, and I will see you next time.